Hello and welcome, new and returning tarot followers. This is Universal Wisdom Tarot, and this is your April monthly general intuitive tarot reading for the sign of Virgo, sun, moon, and rising sign. And as always, remember not all messages will resonate with everyone, so take what does and leave the rest for somebody else. And if you stick with me through to the end of this video, I will tell you about the contest I am running this month. This is the first contest I am running for 2024. I'll tell you about the prize, how you can be eligible, and a little bit more about that at the end of the reading. I usually do that at the end because people often like to hear the tarot reading first and the astrological messages, etc. So I will do that first, and then I'll talk about the contest at the end. All right, so let's get into the key astrological events, if you will, that are coming up this month. So let's start by talking about the elephant in the room, which happens on the first day of the month and pretty much lasts for the whole month, which is Mercury retrograde. So that is going to happen, as I said, on the first. But we always feel the effects of a retrograde much longer. That's because there is always a pre-shadow and a post-shadow period. So if you're watching this at, say, the very end, last few days of March, you're probably already feeling that retrograde if it does affect you. And of course, past the 24th, when the retrograde's over, the post-shadow, you still might feel some lingering effects of that. Now, Mercury retrograde is about, communications get lost and devices don't work and there's lots of frustration. So this is really an ideal time to practice patience and to look inward, okay? Now, I know that is easier said than done, to practice patience. Believe you me, I've been there, done that, and that's really not an easy thing to do. So, I'm just going to tell you that, the universe is indicating to you that the wisdom here is that during this period of time, if you are practicing patience, then if you are making a significant change, then you're looking at all sides of the situation carefully, which is a good thing. So if you aren't patient, then please make sure to try and look at all sides of whatever it is that you're deciding on, because you don't want to do anything rash. All right? Okay, what's up also going down in this month is a total solar eclipse. Let's say that again. A total solar eclipse on April 8th. That is in the sign of Aries, by the way, which means for some people it may mark a significant turning point. Because it's a new moon, it could also be a fresh start or an unexpected opportunity. If something surprising happens on that day, it might be for you the impetus to, have a fresh start, okay, or a new beginning somewhere down the line, okay? So what else is going on? There's a Mars-Saturn conjunction on April 10th. That is an energy where it's a bit of a struggle between sort of two opposing energies, between the Mars energy of momentum, wanting to move forward, and the Saturn energy of restraint and wanting to hold back. So, that can lead to tension and to fluctuating moods. So just to, be aware of that energy. On the 20th, I believe, or the 21st, well, anyway, it depends where you live in the world anyway, but 20th or 21st of April, Jupiter conjoins Uranus. Now, I'm going to tell you that I think this is the best energy of the month. That's just my personal opinion. That is an energy where it kind of manifests itself in an energy of ambition, in an energy of authority, in an energy of opportunity. All right. So a lovely thing that's going to go down there. Jupiter conjoining Uranus, and on the 28th of April, there is a Mars Neptune conjunction. And that can sometimes stimulate the imagination, and it may, for some people, bring desires for freedom, and it could intensify your emotions. So I tell you this if you want to check out your natal chart, if you have one, and if you can see where those planets are situated in which houses, so you can better understand those energies. So let's get into your tarot reading now. And I always begin by giving thanks to the angels, spirits, guides, and the universe for the messages they provide and for assisting me in interpreting the messages for the highest vibrational good of my Virgo seekers. So let's pull 4 cards, please, for Virgo for the month of April. Emperor out. Eight of Cups. Justice. Queen of Cups. Let's see what you have at the bottom of the deck. 9 of Cups. Yippee! I mean, I can say yippee because look at this character here. Yippee! That's what I want to say to you. Yippee! Look at that. Jumping for joy, right? I feel like somebody's wish has finally come true here. You've been looking for answers, and the answers have come. I want to say that. And I kind of feel like you wonder why you didn't think of this before. I don't know who that message is for, but you're definitely feeling very zen, very in control, very harmonious here with this King of Cups behind this. But somebody has requested something from the universe, and the universe has answered the call. I feel like you're learning the lessons here. You're learning the lessons of leadership, perhaps with the Emperor card. Now, I'll just call it out here. The Emperor is the card of Aries. Justice is the card of Libra. So there could be those people around you. But I'm really just feeling more of this Emperor is the card of accomplishment. It's the card of achieving something. It's the card of getting to a level or to a state of being where you're at the top, right? You're the big leader here. You have achieved your goals and you have worked really hard to get them. And I feel like you have figured out the answers, and I keep saying that because it's what I'm feeling here from this Queen of Cups too, is that you finally figured out sort of. I feel like you've been given a test. Okay, I don't know why I'm saying that, but I feel like something has tested you, and you've learned that balance is very important in this test and other life lessons. Right? I think that perhaps some situations from the past have taught you that it's okay to walk away from that and go towards something far better, what that is hard to see here because there's just walking off toward the sunset or sunrise, whichever way you want to look at it. But definitely walking off into the sunset, sunrise, to something that is a situation that is so much better for you. In perhaps something from the past either resurfaced or has sort of come back around, and you're going, no, no, I'm not going there because I've learned my life lesson here. Okay. Um, and I feel like that is a bit of a challenge for you in that did you learn something, or if did you learn something that you know now how to change? And I feel like the answer to that is yes, yes, yes. You've actually learned that lesson. Freedom here. There's whoa. Like that's all I really want to say is like this person is just jumping for joy. There is so much that you've learned here. And I feel like I said, that those answers have come. And those answers were so simple or were right in front of your face. Maybe not necessarily simple, but you could look at them and analyze them and say, because you, Virgo, are not necessarily the analyzer, right? You're the feeler of the tarot, of the astrology. Your sign's the one that does everything through your feelings, not through your head in terms of analytical work here. But I feel like you realized that these answers are simple, and so that does leave you wondering, why didn't you do this before? I really am feeling that strongly. Okay, let's clarify this. This is a very interesting read here. Let's get into this Emperor. Please clarify the Emperor for me, please. Yeah, you've had the devil around your neck, right? The devil is that past. That devil is that learning of lessons. The devil is that, hey, come this way because I am going to show you something. I'm going to show you the easy way. I'm going to show you the easy route, or I'm going to show you something that is going to keep you bound in some way. There's some kind of tie to something there. But I really feel like you've learned to break free in this month with the devil card here. Okay, this is oftentimes also a card of just being aware that maybe some of the changes or the bold decisions that you are making are things that maybe can't be undone either. So maybe that is what the devil is trying to tell you is, yeah, but if you do this, you can't go back again, right? So I mean, whatever that means for you, I just really feel that. Although I don't feel that that is a bad thing for you, because I think you're happy that you're making these changes, that you finally realized you can make these changes, and that the devil can no longer keep you chained, right? You want to stand in your power. You want to show your stuff. You want to show them what you are made of. You want to be at the top of your game here. You really want to for somebody to recognize that, and or even just recognize it in yourself, that this is this is how you've managed to achieve something, right? uh there's definitely some being a bit bolder here that you're doing some bold decisions, but those are showing what you're made of. I really feel like you're showing what you're made of. Yeah, there is the Judgment card. Time for your rebirth. Time for your renewal. Time for starting over, no longer being held back by that devil. Time for the phoenix to rise from the ashes, right? The call. It's time to answer the call, whatever that call is for you, and walk away. Walk towards something that's better, right? Something that's much more balanced, something where you feel like you are in harmony and you're getting out of this waterlogged world if you will, where you can finally breathe. That's where I'm feeling for you very strongly here, Virgo. Let's clarify the Eight of Cups. Moving in the right direction. Absolutely. The universe is telling you right there, that is so clear as day. You know what? The minute you start to walk in the opposite direction, things get better for you. That boat is moving toward in the right direction, and you are protected by all of those swords right there. Somebody is also helping to drive you in the right direction, right? I don't know if it's your gut, it's a person, it's a thought, it's whatever, but you know it's time to move in that direction. You really, really do need to do that. When you do that, you start to move in that absolute right direction, and you really, like I said, you're feeling. I think you're feeling quite blessed. By the way, I want to say that. But I also feel you know that these waters are not going to get overly choppy. You're just going to sail through this, okay? The minute you make that decision, you start sailing through easily, easy as pie. That's because you've given up to whatever it is that was holding you back, right? You've given into that fear of whatever, right? Whatever that previous fear was. This test of life has shown you that sometimes you need to give in to things and let the universe unfold and bring you what it needs to bring you. You cannot control everything. Now, Virgo, you are not necessarily somebody about control, but in this case, I feel like you need to hear this message that you can't control it and you have to give in. And when you give in and you give your hand up to the universe, to God, to whoever, the Lord, whatever, that you get your blessings when you turn around and you say, I'm not going to be afraid anymore, and I'm going to walk toward the light. Okay? So, and I don't mean that in a good sense, right? So let's continue one more card to clarify that Eight of Cups. Yeah, and you're making the right choices for yourself. Seven of Cups, right? Now, why I like this Seven of Cups particularly is because oftentimes it's depicted as, there's a snake in one cup, and there's a laurel wreath in another one, and then there's I don't know, there's a diamond in another cup. This isn't showing the material wealth of your choices. This is showing all the planets. It's showing in what direction the universe can take you. It can take you in all different directions, depending on which way you want to go. It can take you in the direction of the sun. It can take you in the direction of the moon. It can take you in the direction of Mars, right? Momentum, right? It can take you in the direction of Uranus, change, right? So all of these things are in Pluto, innovation, right? So all of these planets are represented here in this cup. There's many ways to go and many opportunities that are presenting themselves to you, right? There may be challenges that are being presented to you as well, but I do feel like this is the way you need to go. This is the direction that has to happen for you. Because if you don't take that direction, then things are not balanced. You want that balance. You want that justice, right? You want that evening of the scales or that leveling of the scales, right? Let's clarify the Justice card, please. Knight of Pentacles, Chariot, I don't know what that card is, but give me a sec, I'll get it. But let's just talk about this Knight of Pentacles, right? The Knight of Pentacles is on a mission. He's on a mission that puts him in front, if you will, of everybody else. He's doing it because he isn't rushing to it, right? The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck, but he's the very most methodical one. He's the one who puts one step in front of the other. He's the one that plants the seeds. He's the one that looks at the big, if you will, big field, plowed field, and says, how can I best make use of this field? Some of it can be used for vegetables. Some of it can be used for flowers. Some of it can be. So he's looking at things very methodically, very sort of one step at a time, and really realizing that, you know, there's patience in that. And that patience puts him sort of leaps and bounds ahead of everybody else. That's what I mean by putting himself sort of one step in front of the other. It helps you to advance in the right direction. That is what that chariot is. And the third card that came out was the Ace of Swords. Now, interestingly enough, in this deck, usually the Ace of Swords is just a sword, and the Ace of Wands is about fire. But this is actually conjoining two things here. The Ace of Swords is a lot of clarity of mind, but there's also clarity of passion for you. So for me, you're understanding in your mind what makes you passionate, what makes you going to make you feel aligned, what is going to put you in that feeling of, oh, whatever that is. Okay, your Queen of Cups here is coming out of that waterlogged whatever, looking up to that higher power, whether that be the universe, whether that be God, whether that be whatever it is for yourself, being able to feel very much in harmony, feeling like, you know, as I said, the situation, the things that you're coming up against, you know, this is the time to change it. And the answers are simple. The answers are simple. This is not, you don't need to worry that this is rocket science and that you're not going to get the answers. The answers are right there, right in front of your face, and you're going, wow, if I knew this before and it was this easy before, why the heck did I take so long to do it? Because, oh my God, look what just popped out, the 10 of Cups. Like, you can have your happily ever after here. You can have your ultimate happiness, right? It's because, it's so simple. It's so simple. There's the sun. Oh my gosh, like, you couldn't ask for two better cards to plop out there, Virgo. Let's pull the third and final card for this Queen of Cups, feeling once and for all that you are very contented and very happy to be there, and that you are really you figured this out. You figured this out. There's your King of Swords. You figured it out. You got the answers. You took the logic, you took the feelings, you took everything, and you really, as I said, you put in power, into play, the power of that Emperor to look at things from a very different perspective to achieve this ultimate, this wish, right? UP. All right, let's pull for you now a final message, Virgo, from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Let's pull a final message for Virgo. Final message for Virgo, please. Number 36, come to the edge. Come to the edge. And I'm going to read it to you, so give me 1 second from the book while I open the book and find it. Okay, come to the edge. All right, and this says, facing the unknown is the only choice you really have right now if you want to progress. They say in your heart you need to move on. Okay. It's okay to be afraid. Now is the time to take a risk that is not calculated, to feel the exhilaration as you ready yourself for a leap of faith. Spirit is present. So let go of fear. What did I tell you there? Let go of your fear. Let go of your fear. You are called to express your true self. Listen to your heart and soul, not your head. Come to the edge and discover that you can fly. You must step into the unfamiliar so that you may find your miracles. Find your miracles. Find your miracles. Wow. Miracles, miracles, miracles. I think that's fabulous, Virgo. All right, my lovely tarot followers, I'm going to leave your reading there now. But if you are interested in my contest, let me tell you a bit about it. So let me first tell you about the prize. The prize is a free personal love tarot reading. So if you have a question about your love life and you want a free personal reading, this is not a general reading like these are, but a free one about your specific question, your specific situation, and you want a free reading, then this is the action to get in on, all right? Now, there are two things you need to do to be eligible. Both are free for you, by the way. So there's no cost involved in any of this, right? No cost to be eligible, no cost to enter, and no cost for the prize itself, all right? So here's what you need to do. First of all, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already done so. And if you have bonus, you've taken care of 50% of the requirements, all right? Now, if you haven't, there's a little button at the bottom of the screen that says subscribe, or you can click on the little red icon to the right of the screen at the bottom right hand of the screen. All right. And then the second thing that you need to do is put a comment in the comments box. Leave me a comment in either this video or any of my April readings, tarot readings for the month. All right. So leave a comment there. And then what I will do at the end of the month is I'll put all the names into a hat and I will pull a couple of winners. There won't be just one winner. There'll be more than one winner. Okay. Now, usually in the first week following the end of the month, so let's say the first week of May or so, what I do is I post the names of the winners on the community section of this channel. But I also try to reach out to the winners by responding to your comments. So if you leave me a comment in the comments box, then I will respond to you and say, hey, you're a winner. Congratulations. This is how you can contact me to claim your prize. Because eventually we do need to talk to each other in order for me to contact you to ask you your question. All right? Now, if you're somebody who's too shy to leave a comment or you don't know what to say, I mean, you can leave any comment. Just, of course, keep it clean because, we'd like to keep this a nice, friendly channel. But certainly, if you don't know what to say or you're shy, you can just write something as simple as, I am interested in a love tarot reading, or I am interested in a tarot love reading, whatever you want to say, right? It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. I just want to know that you're interested in this prize, right? And if you are, fabulous, because I know lots of people have lots of love questions out there. Okay, of course, don't forget to click the like button and stay tuned for more readings to come and more contest announcements to come. And you're not going to want to miss any of that, my friends. So take care, my lovely ones. I will see you again soon. And until then, please know I am, as always, wishing you divine light and love.